So I said, Brainer?
Oh.
I don't even know her.
Oh, we saved Pro Jared.
Crystal.
That joke doesn't really work without the visual element. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Great to have you guys here. Marcus, Laka, all you guys, thank you. Thanks for hanging with me today, folks. So I'm doing, hang on a second. I'm doing something a little bit unusual for the channel, okay? Something maybe you wouldn't expect if you come to my channel most of the time, okay? So, today, you guys are gonna find, this is, you guys. You guys. Okay. Today, folks, we're doing, don't laugh, don't laugh. Benzene, thank you very much for the subscription. Guys, today we're doing a Burger King Impossible Whopper taste test. Naked. On heroin. Oh my god, you guys, this is gonna be so good. Okay, 1 second. That joke ran its course. I'm just going to put my normal hat on now. The normal way. But I am doing that. So I for a long time... Hi, Lolzygag. And hi, Japeth. I have went vegetarian. Hashtag vegan. I went vegetarian a couple years now. A couple years ago I went vegetarian. Kind of. I'm a pescatarian, so like I'll eat... fish and stuff sometimes, but for the most part, I'm vegetarian. And part of why that was sad for me is because, so when I was a kid, if you're from the UK, you know this. As far as like big chain burger places, there's basically in the UK McDonald's and Burger King. There used to be Wimpy's everywhere, but Wimpy's has kind of gone down. You don't see him so much anymore. So for the most part, it's like McDonald's or Burger King. And for me, of those two options, I think that Burger King far and away beats McDonald's. Please don't cancel me for telling the truth. And I was sad when I became vegetarian because there's no real alternative to the taste of a Whopper. You can make a veggie burger that's like good. I like veggie burgers, actually. I liked them before I even went vegetarian. But the Whopper, there's no real equivalent. Until Burger King released a burger, the Impossible Whopper. Look at that. It's like, Burger King, you guys are really putting yourselves out. Look at that. That's like a picture you would take of a Whopper, slightly squished. But other than that, good. So, I'm very excited to try this out. We're going to give this a taste. It shouldn't take too long, and then we'll switch over to Fallout, because it's been a while since we streamed some Fallout, since we beat Outer Wilds. And while I'm streaming Fallout, we can figure out what we're going to play next. But, are you ready, folks? Could I get some kind of emotes in the chat? Burger King's F tier. Box full of bats. You're about to get banned from my fucking channel. So, let's get some emotes going, guys, and then we'll eat this burger. I also have here with me today a zesty sauce. I don't really know what... I think it's... So, we do have a bottle that's basically the same sauce. I don't really know what this is, zesty sauce. It's like called... Sometimes in America, you just hear it called, like, dipping sauce. I don't really know. It's like a vague... It's, like, kind of a little bit spicy. And it's, like, kind of mayo-y, but, like, not... It's kind of raunchy, too. I don't know. I like it, too. I like that stuff. But I'm probably not going to dip my burger in it. So, okay, here we go. Get ready, folks, for this burger. Let's see. So we're going to be ranking this based on two criteria. One, whether it tastes like a Whopper, and two, whether it's just tasty. So here we go. Okay. Okay. Alright. I mean, okay. It's not S tier. Because Burger King, in fairness, was never S tier. Like, it's not like, I don't know, a Five Guys burger or something. Five Guys burgers are, like, amazing. Or, like, obviously a restaurant burger. It's going to be way better. But, I will say, it tastes very much like a Whopper. I would say it still has that very slight, gumminess. I don't know if it's, like, gummy or, like, it has that, like, sponginess that veggie meat replicas tend to always have. It doesn't manage to escape that. But, in fairness, the Whopper in general has always kind of had that little spongy texture to it, like a lot of chain burgers do, because they clearly, like, freeze it and all that shit. But it does taste like a Whopper, especially, obviously, once you get all the stuff on top of it that actually tends to flavor it and whatever, like the veggies and the sauces and stuff. And it is tasty. I'm going to give this Burger King Impossible Whopper a solid, I'm going to say B+. And especially as like a veggie, a non-meat substitute. But so for me personally, I prefer a veggie burger when it's trying to do like its own thing. It's not really trying to be a burger. It's like when it's just a veggie, like a, you know, a veggie patty with mushed up vegetables, and then they make it into its own thing. That's something I tend to prefer that to like a straight up, hey, we're going to try and make fake meat burger. But on that grounds, this is good. I'm glad this is available nationally, because now I'll stop by and grab one of these occasionally. Because, yeah, it does fill my craving for a Whopper. Yeah, lentil patties. Those are pretty good. Nuggets, the only good things at McDonald's. I think everything at McDonald's is pretty good. Let me try and think if there's anything I don't like at the McDonald's. Nah. I like everything. Sometimes the quarter pounder isn't all that, but other than that, I like it. In the UK, McDonald's used to do these special edition burgers sometimes, like Tastes of America. Come get the Texas burger, and you get it. And those tended to have like a weird thing going on because I guess they had less experience making them. But for the most part, I think McDonald's is pretty reliable. Moved back to the States and found out McDonald's fries aren't vegetarian here. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But you know, just give up on your principles, and then it will be easy. For McDonald's, I like banana milkshakes, but for McDonald's, I tend to prefer like a strawberry milkshake. Also, just make your own banana milkshake, dude. It's like the easiest thing to make. You just throw some milk and a banana into a blender. And there you go. That's a banana milkshake. It tastes pretty good too. Throw a bit of peanut butter in there, and it'll be even better. Hey!
Hey there.
Hey there, Ian Windsor. Thank you very much for the resubscription, pal. It's great to have you here. I'm just going to finish this burger, and then we're going to start on Fallout. How you guys been doing today? Orange Julius 228. Thank you for the follow, pal. I can't afford a blender. That's fair. You can sometimes get like the mini blenders, and even that'll be enough if you like chop up the. I'd like a mini blender. We have one in the apartment now. It's a pretty tiny blender. So it tends to be like we chop up a banana and throw it in with some milk. I haven't done that in a while though, because there was like a solid year where like basically every morning I'd have a peanut butter and banana smoothie. Just because it's a good way of getting your initial rush of protein and nutrients. And I believe bananas have some kind of nutritional value in them that ordinarily you're not going to get from a vegetarian diet. It's high on potassium. I think the skin has B12 in it. No, I could be totally wrong on that. You know that bananas are made of the same DNA as us? They're actually 100% the same DNA. If you, it's actually you might not know this. It's a common way for murderers to try and get away with crimes. they'll leave like crushed up banana all over the crime scene, and then obviously they'll be taking the DNA samples, and because it's a banana, they won't be able to trace it because they'll be like, okay, it's clearly human DNA, but we can't tie it to any individual, so that you get away with it right there and then because they can only get one sample from that surface. Yeah. Brett, please don't take me out of context. I specifically said that bananas have some nutritional value not ordinarily provided by a vegetarian diet. Fuck's sake. We all are delighted moth. We're all 100% banana. The same DNA. Specifically, I think scientifically they're more likely to say bananas are 100% people. But yeah. You need a Judge Dredd cosplay. I don't even know where I'd begin with that. Like, I'll start with a bucket, I guess. See if I can get a spherical bucket, and then some kind of cardboard, color it red to make the. Nah, I couldn't do it. The shoulder pads. How would I even do that? I've never done any kind of real cosplay. I did do Dave Strider from Homestuck, did some cosplay of him, but that was literally just like getting some aviators, getting the shirt, the like trademark Homestuck shirt, so wearing some skinny jeans and then styling my hair a little bit. I'll see if I can find a clip of that at some point. But yeah, that was when I was like 18. I did some Dave Strider cosplay, and I had a friend with me, and they did I think Greed? No, not Greed. The main villain from Fullmetal Alchemist. I forget their name. Lust? Is it Greed? I don't know. It's like the one that had long hair and like the tight thing that with the exposing their midriff. I haven't watched Fullmetal Alchemist. Envy. Is it Envy? I think it's Envy. Yeah, they have like, is it braided hair or just like long hair? That sort of thing. Envy, okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to... Incidentally, I have been meaning to watch Fullmetal Alchemist, because I'm a big fan of Gurren Lagann and Hunter x Hunter. I really like shonen stuff in general, so I've heard that Fullmetal Alchemist is like one of the best of those types of like shonen stories. Like the growth and development of a young protagonist, usually a young boy. I tend to like those stories a lot. I've even been enjoying My Hero Academia quite a bit, but I haven't watched... We got like halfway through season 2, and then there was a season break, I think. And then we didn't go back to it after that. So I think I'd probably want to like rewatch part of season 2 and go from there. That's the trouble. I feel like I need to just wait until shows... I feel like I ruin shows for myself by watching them as they're being made. Like, I feel like I always enjoy a show so much more when the whole thing has been out for ages. Because what always happens every single time I'm watching a show as it's airing, there'll be a season break, and then the new season will come out, and I'll be like, oh, I forgot what's happening. I don't remember any of what happened, so I'm not invested anymore. And then there'll be like, this character will turn up and be like really important. That even happened with BoJack. There was like a few characters in BoJack in the newest season, and I like had no memory of them. But apparently they were in the last season and had like some development, and I was like... And I like BoJack a lot, but again, I just feel like I lose a grasp of it, especially when it's like multiple seasons. Legion is a fantastic show, or I should say, it's a fantastic first season of a show, because I watched the first season, and I want to watch the second season, but I forgot a bunch of what happens in the first season, so I think I want to rewatch the first season first. So it's too much to deal with, to be honest. I'm just going to eat my burger. Revolutionary Girl Utena is on my list. Also High Armors. I've watched Evangelion. Evangelion. I watched through that. That's really good. I like the part where Shinji comes into his hand. And the movie's good too. End of Eve. End of Eve. End of EOE, as we call it. EOE. Evangelion. Yeah. I'm currently in my annual rewatch of Buffy. See, I've never done that. I know that a lot of people do that. Where also, Erendil plays. Thank you for the follow. I don't tend to do that. I know some people have the thing where they have like their favorite show, and then every year they'll revisit it. And I feel like I would enjoy that. I'd probably rewatch like Mad Men. I need to rewatch Breaking Bad. I want to rewatch that at some point. Fargo. In fairness, I've watched Fargo a couple times now. But yeah, like there's a bunch of shows that I really love, but I've probably only watched them once. Like Mad Men, I've only watched Mad Men once through, and then I'll occasionally go back and watch an episode. Because Mad Men's one of those shows where I feel like I could jump in at any episode and have a good time, just because I'm so familiar with the characters at this point, and it's funny to revisit those characters at varying states of development. Don't cancel me for this. No. Is it because of the food in general, or just because I eat it in a very appealing way, Marcus? Yeah, don't cancel me for this. I wasn't that into Better Call Saul. I watched the first season and then started to watch the second, and I feel like something about it just doesn't hit me in the same way as Breaking Bad. I don't like his like the friend, his girlfriend friend character, the blonde haired lady. Something about her I never found appealing. Is that Claire Danes, who incidentally is a very good actress, but I don't know, something about Better Call Saul didn't click with me. For a second, when you said the Bigfoot episode is gold, I thought we were still talking about Better Call Saul. And I was like, wow, that show goes places. I might rewatch it at some point, because to be clear, I fucking love Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is so good. I that is another show that actually I kept up with from, because when the second season started airing, I was like, oh, I heard this was actually really good, so I watched it with my mum, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I will say that I think the last half of the last season of Breaking Bad? No, I feel like it didn't quite reach my expectations. I think you could tell that they hadn't planned it all the way through. Like, it happens a lot with shows where they don't have an ending planned, and it starts to come apart at the seams. You know what I mean? With the shows, like, they have to throw in a plot element and then figure out how they're going to make it work. Like, in the first, I think Breaking Bad had like an opening teaser thing where he's got like a gun in his car or something, and then they didn't know what that gun was going to be used for, what the set piece was going to be. So then they just introduced this whole thing with like the bikers being this big threat or whatever. Season 4 of Breaking Bad was perfect season. Yeah, I think it gets better and better. It's like season 1 is good, season 2 is like really good, season 3 is fantastic, and season 4 is like perfect. And then season 5's good. Sorry about that. Did you watch all of Birth of a Nation? The movie, yes. So I said the movie. I don't think they turned it into a series. The video game? Yeah. Birth of a Nation, the movie, is just not good. It's just not a good movie. Beyond the political aspect, the pacing is terrible. There's so many scenes where I feel like you could just cut them. Just feels like everything takes forever. For me personally, at least. I mean, maybe you just like a really lethargic pacing, but so basically there's like a prologue that's like, I swear, like 35 minutes long, where it's before the slaves are liberated, right? It's like there's like a pre-Civil War period, and then the Civil War happens, there's a whole section devoted to that, and then the slaves liberated. And then we see the effect it has on the community. You could literally just remove that whole first like 30, 40 minutes of the movie and start it with the liberation of the slaves, and nothing would be lost. But then, just as a movie, it's not very good. The it's like very obvious. It's like the storytelling is like really bland. We're just like, here are the nice people. They're nice. Here are the bad people. They're bad. And then obviously they lynch a bunch of black people. So that's not good either. Or run them out of town, rather. Jojo? Different era of film. Yeah, definitely, but... Yeah, you tended to get more like who in chat is talking about Birth of a Nation now. Well, I mean, I'm assuming people in chat aren't going to be speaking too positively about the Birth of a Nation, but I don't know. Unless there was another movie that came out fairly recently that was also called The Birth of a Nation, I think. It came out in like 2017 or 2018 maybe, and I heard that was actually good, and it deals with a similar topic. Jojo. What are my thoughts on Jojo? Hang on. I'll tell you what, I'll say this about Burger King Whoppers. Fucking big uns, aren't they? Like, I swear I've been eating this burger for like 10 minutes now. Well. So, I mean, you get your money's worth at least. Like a McDonald's burger, I feel like I'm done with it in like 5 bites. Dinesh D'Souza. Yeah. Death of a Nation. I always get the Junior Whopper. I mean, I like a... My appetite knows no bounds. If you mean like going to the A&W and getting a burger, no, I never did that. Everyone I spoke to said that A&W is nothing to write home about, so I didn't really make a point of like getting it before I went vegetarian. Is there like something on this webcam? It's like a glare. Hang on. What the fuck? It's weird. It's like a weird glare. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Out of all the fast food restaurants, I probably dislike Burger King the most. Oh. I mean, you do have a lot more options in the US, I'll give you that. Like, the fact that I have a particular liking for Burger King burgers probably has a lot to do with the fact that in the UK, like I say, if you go into a chain burger place, it's pretty much this or McDonald's, and I always liked this. This always tasted more like an actual burger than McDonald's. McDonald's food in general tastes more like you're eating candy than like eating real food. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it tastes very fake to me. I don't know, maybe your taste buds are just busted. What do bats eat generally? McDonald's buns. They're very sweet. That's actually a good shout. Box full of bats. Bar and burger is good. It's a little bit pricey, so I tend to not get it, and also it's not like everywhere. You can get them in a lot more places now, but your bar and burger is good. Alright, where's that?